The chocolate, homemade chocolate, sure tastes good. Dwayne just gave um, well, it's a another fine mess we've gotten ourselves into here with this planet, because it's agreeing to its own demise. Yes, it's just something that it's gotten so far out of hand now that it's really hard to. It's like a runaway train almost, to turn it back or to get any kind of like sensibility with it, really challenged. So, but bumper sticker here, one person waking up, that's a big thing, It's a big thing to have one person just wake up. Even like Wayne says, if one person wakes up from this, the like blog talk radio shows or something, it's worth everything, just one person, because one person makes a difference, and he can share or she can share further. But it just lights up everything else, because this world is so dark that one light makes a big difference. Because what we're presenting is so not of this world, in a way that it does have its effect, in the creation worlds. Although it's an isness, but it still has an effect here for those that take the time and bother to, look into it, investigate, are curious, try to figure it out. It's there, it's just there for people. It's a matter of them deciding to, whether they want to see something else. But like I say, the indoctrination is so thick here that they just happy with being the standard of their agreement is getting more and more to their demise, in a way. So it's a real challenge, but see how many people are on here right now. It's just everybody here has people that they know and their circle of people, and so we're making a difference one way or the other. So keep it up, everybody.
Okay, and what about you, Ariana? Anything new that you're becoming aware of with the whole of life?
Hello. It's pretty quiet for me. Having an active dream life, but I'm not putting my finger on what's happening. I can't seem to get the story out to write it down even. It's like a bunch of stuff, so much, constantly. And I took notes today on Charles from Africa Skype call. And basically, he had asked Dwayne about a blueprint of what you are doing before the new presentation to prepare yourself. Dwayne said, take the risk. Do something you haven't done before. And he said, intent, sincerity, to become more aware. Relate to each other, being to being. What makes sense? Anyone have anything to say about that? Or did you want me to read another paragraph?
This is Tim, Ariana. What do you think brought you to the new presentation?
Oh, geez. Yeah, I was guided and directed. I was seeking all my life. And I was interested, I was sort of introverted. I was interested in my inner life. And I didn't want to just be stuck. I wanted to move on, see what there was around the corner and over the hill.
What do you think made you that way?
Well, our previous lifetimes. Maybe because it is the Kali Yuga and we're like really tired of it all, like Carol was saying. And we just want to get out of here because it's so bad. And all of a sudden we see this. And there's always the desire for something better, something more.
Why do you think that here we have a comparison of all the beings on Earth, the billions of them, and us? Why do some not know of or aren't paying attention to this new presentation being presented, instead of just plain not wanting to hear about it or rejecting the ideas and staying with their religious ideas or other things? Why does it seem like so few right now put out effort to pay attention and be involved with this new presentation? And why not the others be similar?
Yeah. I'm not sure the gentleman's name that came on that had mentioned something about that. About the way people are. They're just unconscious or they don't want to see it. I think there's fear too. I deal with that sometimes.
It is about choice, no?
You think?
It is about choice.
Go ahead, Nat.
Yeah, they don't want to choose to see. They choose not to see. So that is the thing. Absence of desire to see. Absence of desire to become more aware. Absence of desire to know more. So that choice, absence of desire to know more, absence of desire to see more, not wanting to know more, not wanting to step up, not wanting to take the risk.
You think that they're mind controlled by the reptilians to be that way?
Yeah, the mind control is there, but still the freedom of will has been given. No, the free will is been. They can step up. We have stepped up. No, we have how we have stepped up to recognize the new presentation, because we have chosen. No? In spite of all the mind control and all the gimmicks, we have chosen. We have stepped up. That is the freedom of will, given by all is.
Yes. Could it be possible that some people or entities or creatures that they're not aware enough yet, and that they're going to need to go through another cycle of yugas, and they've chosen to because they need that? Could that be possible? Or do you think that us souls that are becoming aware are all together in this cycle of yugas, and then and the new ones that were coming in maybe while we were here, and like there's still plants and insects and things, maybe they go through another yuga?
Yeah, that is there, because the steps of evolution we have to climb up. That is there.
Well, life is endless. It's like, you can say it's like a continuation of itself, of its isness. It is. And the beings that are like, say, the insects and the unaware beings and such, their real awareness still wants to continue becoming more aware. So, there's that part of you that's going to decide to, I don't know, create another position or agree to another position where you can become more aware. So even if like when this yuga ends and there's a whole bunch of unaware beings still here, what it's like kind of like an automatic process. They just, you know, decide another position from which they can become more aware. And for the most part, it's like an unconscious process. The being will usually find themselves in another position and they're like, oh, what am I doing here? You know? They did, yeah, I don't know. Does that make sense? I mean, it makes sense to me.
Yeah, it's just choice,
Yeah,
but
cool.
there's a lot of ways to see it.
Yeah, it's like we decided to be here in this creation because there's the opportunity to become more aware in this creation here. Yeah. And all the beings here also decided to be here in this creation, in these positions, to become more aware, even if they're unconscious of that, of wanting to become more aware.
Yeah, but we're
Personal self, you
if
know,
that's the
personal
case,
self is just a part of your real awareness that it's created to experience cause and effect creation, and go through that process. It's really just like a very small part of yourself.
but can I ask a question?
Of course.
So, but weren't we aware before we came here?
Yeah.
Well,
That doesn't make sense.
well, it depends. You know,
Well,
where were you before you came here? What were you aware of?
right.
You know, your real awareness is already complete, but to recognize that, you have to create the comparison.
Right. Here's a comparison. When I was younger, I wanted to be immortal. You know, I wanted to achieve immortality. I don't want that anymore because I've become more aware of a position that's much better than just physical immortality. It's like in your past lives, you were aware of certain things, but you weren't fully aware of your position in the true reality that life is. So then you decided to continue on a process of becoming more aware. So then you decided this position here as Carol.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, and it's cool because you can just continually become more aware.
So we had to come down into, some evil, controlled pit of hell, run by some reptilian beings that eat and drink our blood and adrenochrome and eat our children and feed them to us to discover that.
Well, I'm kind of seeing, for the most part, most of us started out as just a point of awareness in a creation. You know, this place wasn't like this. This creation wasn't like this eons ago. But because of free will and the choices and decision everyone makes, you know, we have the situation that we have now. It's because of free will, and then, you know, people coercing other people's unconscious agreements, coercing people's agreements to the situation here.
Oh, and I've heard that it wasn't supposed to be like this. That the reptilians or whatever ended up coming in, or the Dracos, and ended up taking over, and it's supposed to happen like that.
Well, it's not really about how it's supposed to be. You know, the situation is how it is because of the choices everyone made. So, like, what was it? The reptilian queen decided to conquer and pillage planets and destroy them. And, you know, her reptilian subjects agree to go along with that. So they started conquering and pillaging other planets and stuff like that. You know, if she had decided not to do that, then that wouldn't have happened. It's not really like supposed to or anything, because nothing's really set in stone, because we all have free will.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the way I see it is we're just these like awesome balls of light, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, to recognize that, you have to recognize what it isn't. And well, you don't have to, but that's what we've decided. You know, one way or another, at some point in time, it's like, you know, it's like lying in the sun on the beach. Eventually, you know, you're gonna get up. You know, well, here the sun can go down, but you know what I mean. You decide another experience, and it can be like in an instant. It's like you just see it and you decide it. And you know, it's also been said by Dwayne that there used to only just be creation, you know, but by the choices people made, the is had to create a different position for itself. And so now we got to recognize that position or not. And so it's a challenge, but you know, you can keep looking at it, and there's no right or wrong way of seeing, you know, what you've been through, and you can keep seeing better and better how you got to this position now. But what really matters is your focus and your intent. And so, okay, we have someone new who just joined us. Cherie,
Jay, are you there? Do you want to share something? This is Kelsey. We're friends on Facebook.
Hi, Kelsey.
Hi.
How are you?
We are here having fun. Yes, this is our weekly call we do every Saturday at 6 p.m. So you're welcome to listen or share. And you can invite other people if you like as well.
Okay, well, if anybody else wants to share or ask something, what's the saying go like?
Feel free.
Yeah, just go ahead. Otherwise, yeah, you decide. Yes, otherwise it's 7:07 here, and it's been over an hour, so we can just sing the new you. But if anyone wants to say something, go ahead. Okay, guys. Well, we'll start off here, and everybody can just sing as they want to. Okay. New